What's up, spectators? Welcome back to the episode of Danganronpa 3. Last time we just got to the closing argument, so we just need to prove that Kokichi swapped positions with Kaito and all that, so let's see what we have to work with. Antidote. Hit the Exisol. Trail of Blood. Electro Bomb. Okay. So that involves the crossbow. Who did Maki hit with the electro hammer? Where did the culprit shoot Kokichi? What opened the shutter and got inside? Electro bomb, but I don't know if that would be for this one. Yeah, I didn't think so. Who was hit by the first arrow Maki fired? Who was hit by the second? Ah, the only antidote. After Maki left, what weapon did Kokichi take out? The electro bomb. Who actually drank the antidote? I don't think that's us. Wait, what is this? An Exisol inside the hangar. That's got to be important. Hold on, that should be... Oh, that's got to be this one. Actually, oh, hit the Exisol. There we go. What opened the shutter? This might be it. Okay. And then finally, Trail of Blood. That's got to be near the end. Okay, now we got a few new ones. Kokichi in the press. Nope, that's... Here we go. The culprit in the press. Assembled the crossbow. That's on the first page. Drink the antidote. Okay, that must be right. Here. And now we have all the rest. The culprit's left arm. Oh god, the arrows. Okay. The culprit's left arm is probably the last one. Who was hit by the first arrow? Well, you can clearly see Kokichi. Second arrow. Kokichi's clothes flushed down the toilet. I totally forgot about that. That must be... here we go. Right arm. That's got to be the first arrow shot. What? Okay. Oh, his back? Oh, okay. 3 arrows. Oh, he shot him in the arm? Okay. 3 arrows. I'm only missing 1. Oh.
This is the truth of the case. Let's go over the trick that Kokichi and the culprit created together. Last night, Kibo saw Himiko from the window of his lab. She was carrying a black case and heading to the Exisol hangar. When she reached the hangar, she handed the case to someone through the bathroom window. That someone is the culprit of this case. Locked in the bathroom, the culprit had asked Himiko to bring them a certain weapon. A disassembled crossbow from Maki's lab. The culprit was going to use the crossbow to challenge Kokichi to a fight. Some time passed, and Maki made her way to the hangar. She was going to the hangar to kill Kokichi and save the culprit trapped in the bathroom. However, the hanger had an electric barrier preventing her from entering. Fortunately for her, she had an electro hammer to get around the barrier, in a way. She used her electro hammer to disable an exisal and climbed inside. She knew exisals could bypass the barrier, so she got inside one. Around that time, the culprit and Kokichi began their confrontation. While Kokichi was checking up on them, the culprit ambushed him with a crossbow. But the culprit didn't intend to kill Kokichi. They just wanted to disable him. That's why the culprit aimed for Kokichi's right arm. If they really wanted to kill him, they would have shot him in his vitals. Kokichi reeled from the arrow, and the culprit jumped on him immediately. He didn't want Kokichi to have the chance to summon an exisal with a remote. While they were fighting, something happened that caught them both off guard. The shutter of the hangar opened, and an exisal stepped inside. Kokichi was definitely not expecting an exisal to interrupt them. He pulled out his remote in an attempt to control the exisal. But Maki leaped out of the cockpit and shot Kokichi with her crossbow. The arrow hit Kokichi right in the back, and it was no normal arrow. The tip was covered in a lethal poison from my lab called Strike 9 poison. The poison kills slowly. It seems as if Maki wanted Kokichi to confess before he died. But even with poison in his veins, Kokichi continued to spin his lies. When she had had enough, Maki tried to finish him off with another poisoned arrow. But this time, Maki was the one caught by surprise. To keep Maki from becoming the blackened, the culprit used their body to shield Kokichi. The culprit's left arm was struck by a poison arrow. Maki remembered that there was an antidote in my lab and immediately ran off to get it. The Strike 9 poison slowly circulated through their systems and would soon kill them both. But in that desperate situation, Kokichi thought up a clever lie. He incorporated this unforeseen event into his plan to help him win the killing game. Or should I say, help him defeat Monokuma. That was Kokichi's true objective. It's why he claimed to be the mastermind. Thinking fast, Kokichi closed the shutter so that Maki could not re-enter the hangar. Thus, Kokichi's final lie was set into motion. When Maki returned with the antidote, she couldn't get back inside the hangar, so she went around to the hangar bathroom and passed the antidote through the window. But after the culprit was given the antidote, Kokichi immediately snatched it. Kokichi drank down all of the antidote while the culprit and Maki watched in horror. Maki must have been panicking, thinking the only antidote was now gone. She believed that the culprit was going to die from her own poisoned arrow, but it was all another one of Kokichi's lies. He had only pretended to drink the antidote. Maki tried desperately to break into the hangar, even slashing the control panel. But she couldn't get the shutter to open again. Defeated, she had no choice but to leave. After Maki had left, Kokichi took out another weapon. An electrobomb capable of disabling communication devices for hours. Kokichi's plan was to use an electrobomb to knock out Monokuma's surveillance cameras. That was why he commissioned Miu to make the bombs in the first place. After detonating an electrobomb, Kokichi coerced the culprit into drinking the antidote. In exchange for the antidote, Kokichi asked the culprit to cooperate with his plan. Kokichi needed to work with the culprit to execute his final lie. Under normal circumstances, the culprit would never have agreed to such a plan. But because the culprit owed him for saving their life, they agreed to Kokichi's request. Request is a generous term. It was more like blackmail. In any case, the two were now working together as accomplices in an insane plan. There was a lot to prepare and not a lot of time. They had to work fast. If Kokichi died from the strychnine poison, the whole plan would be ruined. After fabricating the scene in the bathroom, the culprit dragged Kokichi to the hydraulic press. This is how the swipe pattern bloodstain from the bathroom to the press was created. Kokichi, with the support of the culprit, stood in front of the press's control panel. The two of them were finally ready to execute the insane lie. While Kokichi was setting up the video camera near the hydraulic press's control panel, the culprit laid face up inside the press, draping their coat over their shoulders. Then, Kokichi activated the press and the camera's record button at the same time. The hydraulic press came down slowly, all caught on tape for us to see. Normally, the safety function would have triggered, but the electrobomb had disabled it. The press got lower and lower, and just as the culprit disappeared from view, Kokichi pressed the force stop button and the camera's pause button simultaneously. The two then switched places and also switched roles. The culprit and the victim. The would-be victim became our culprit and started up the press and camera. Kokichi had saved the culprit's life because his trick required their cooperation. He wanted to win the killing game, even if it meant dying himself. And so, Kokichi was crushed by the press, and the whole thing was caught on video. The culprit's left sleeve was dangling from the press, making us think he was the victim. Now alone, the culprit collected the video camera and tore the hydraulic press's power cord so that it could never be raised again. This would make it impossible for us to determine the identity of the crushed body. But there was another reason the victim was killed in this way. It obfuscated the cause of death, making the case that much more difficult to solve. This was all part of Kokichi's plan to create a murder not even Monokuma could figure out. With the press disabled, the culprit returned to the bathroom to flush Kokichi's clothes. Finally, they climbed inside of an exisal to hide and waited with bated breath. And here they are now in this trial, pretending to be Kokichi. They're trying to deceive Monokuma in order to defeat the true mastermind. And that's it. That's Kokichi's unidentified culprit trick. The culprit is in that exisal. It's you, isn't it?
Why didn't they just leave the clothes under the hydraulic press? Because once it's down, it would never come back up, so you could have just left it there. But You tried to flush it down a toilet?
Kaito Momota, the ultimate astronaut. I'm right, aren't I? That's you in there, isn't it, Kaito?
Aren't I glad I figured out this plan, so not only did Monokuma finally realize what happened, but now everyone's death is in vain, and now we get to execute you, Kaito? Aren't you glad?
Really? Is it really, Kaito?
I must reluctantly agree with Shuichi's deduction.
Man, Shuichi sure loves his crazy deductions.
Huh?
You're still not gonna admit it?
Admit it, but it's wrong.
But logically speaking, his deduction tracks.
If it's really Kaito in there, he would have admitted it by now.
Was Shuichi's reasoning wrong somehow?
No, my detective work was flawless. It's the truth. Someone's a little, conceited. I'm sure that Kaito is inside that exisal. So why is Kaito still fighting me? Is this about Monokuma, or is there another aspect to this?
You claim everything is set, and that's it. You don't have any evidence, do you? You all think the body was switched when the hydraulic press stopped for a moment. But that's just speculation in the end. No evidence to back it up. So if we reverse our reverse way of thinking, then it's likely I didn't do anything, right? It's totally possible that the body switching never happened and Kaito is dead. Not just possible, it's the actual truth.
Well, it's true. There's no proof that the bodies were switched.
No, we should trust Shuichi's deduction. I'm sure everything will be okay. This emotion I've learned, I believe you call it faith. That's what I feel right now.
That's right. We have to believe in Shuichi.
Well, I don't care either way. But if you guys get it wrong, you'll have to deal with Monokuma. What will the results of this voting time be? If Monokuma makes a mistake, he won't be able to execute anyone, right? Then it will be my victory. And that will ruin the entire killing game.
So that's your objective. You mean to ruin the killing game itself? Obviously. That's why Kaito's been so stubborn. But what does he mean by ruin? Monokuma can do whatever he wants to the rules. How do you ruin something like that? What would be the point?
Come on, Monokuma. Start the voting already.
Yeah, I'm getting to it. Sheesh! Let's proceed with voting time, shall we? Sorry I fell short of your expectations, but I'm pretty sure I won't make any mistakes. 'Cause I got the ultimate detective's airtight logic on my side.
Now I know the whole truth and why. I believe in my own logic and I believe in Kaito. From this point on, it's not about logic. It's about how far I'm willing to go. I believe in you, Kaito, not as a detective, but as Shuichi.
Can I just say something? I'd like to have one last conversation before we vote.
One last conversation?
There's more to talk about?
You see, before we vote, there's something I have to say. I just need you all to listen. All right, let's pin this down.
What's this? No one had seen Kokichi during the entire investigation or up until the start of the class trial.
Who is inside that exisal?
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the one who died. And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Isn't that correct?
Oh, it's a lie! I have to lie! Of course.
Of course not.
I get it, I get it.
I would never die!
I trust Shuichi.
Alright, I got it. Okay. Well, I figured it out.
Who is inside that exisal?
Okay.
Kaito, right?
That's what you said, isn't it?
Kokichi's the... And the culprit is Kaito standing right there.
Okay, let's try this again.
Alright, let's pin this down. Who is inside that exisal? Kaito, right?
Kokichi's the one
Who died?
I'll reveal the truth.
And it'll be like, oh, but I saw him during the investigation.
Kokichi, I'm sorry. I just can't lie for you anymore.
Oh, this is so believable. Great acting.
What do you mean, lie? Why did you say Kokichi? The one in the exisal is...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I've deceived you all.
Huh?
The truth is, after we found the crushed body, I saw Kokichi.
You saw Kokichi?
Yes. He threatened me, told me that if I didn't do what he said, he'd kill us all. He wanted me to lie about what I saw, so that the trial would be more interesting. But I can't do it anymore. I can't keep lying like this.
Very believable.
I have to tell the truth. Kokichi isn't dead. He's alive.
Hold on! Why did you wait until now to mention this?
I'm so sorry, Kibo, but it's true.
If Kaito's risking his life to do this, then I'll stand by him. I believe in Kaito. He's not doing this to hurt us. I'm sure he's trying to save us all. If Monokuma wants to rely on my detective work, fine. I'll just lie.
Everyone, please, don't vote for Kaito. There's no doubt about it. Kokichi is in that exisal. He's the culprit.
Hey, Shuichi, I don't know what you're scheming, but as far as I'm concerned, you guys aren't extras at all. If you guys are wrong, you're gonna have to take your punishments like champs. Got it?
I'm not wrong. We can't vote for Kaito.
Stop it! That's enough.
Huh?
It's over.
What? The plan!
If you guys get it wrong and Monokuma gets it right,
You idiot!
then you'll all get punished. There's no way I can let that happen. So, it's fine. Let's end this.
Kaito!
So, it really was you?
My bad for tricking you guys. I'll explain everything. But before that, it's voting time. Alright, don't get it wrong. I'm definitely the culprit. You got it? I'm the one who killed Kokichi.
Kaito, no!
It's just like you to figure it all out, Shuichi. You're really something else. So all you gotta do is believe in your reasoning. That's what detectives do. Hey, Monokuma, let's hurry up and get this vote started!
Well said. Let's get this started then. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. It's voting time!
Whoo, boy, not a lot of people left.
It seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result. Who'll be chosen as the blackened?
Oh, I'm good. Real good.
Well...
If the culprit's gonna confess, then I guess even morons can't screw this up.
Absolutely right!
The Blacken who killed Kokichi is Kaito. You all got it right. So y'all got it right, huh? Even Shuichi and Maki voted for me. What a relief. I knew you guys wouldn't get it wrong.
But you know...
But man, was it hard to act like Kokichi the whole time. I mean, sure, he wrote most of his own lines.
Jeez.
Seriously, look at this huge script. He wrote the whole thing. Oh, that's how they're gonna explain it, huh? Okay. It's even got a bunch of alternate lines for different events, too. But even so, I still had to ad-lib. You guys couldn't tell though, right?
Come on, man.
Come on, guys, don't look so sad. You guys got it right. It's all good.
Why?
Why did you kill Kokichi? You were against the killing game, so why'd you kill him? I believe that you absolutely wouldn't do such a thing. Was she protecting Kaito or just believing in him like me?
That's right.
I should explain. Most of it's just like Shuichi said.
After Kokichi pretended to take the antidote, he gave it to me. I mean...
Then he told me I had to cooperate with this plan.
Hey!
What plan? I've been thinking, this whole time, of a plan to throw the mastermind off guard.
What?
What are you talking about? You're the mastermind. That was a lie. I only pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
You all fell for it, but, you know, I prepared a bunch of stuff. Like this remote control, I had Miyu make it. The mysterious message in the courtyard using Gonta and making him a murderer. All that preparation was just to make you guys think I was the mastermind.
What?
Why'd you do all that? The reason why I pretended to be the mastermind was to end this boring killing game.
Huh?
To end it? I thought if I showed you the despairing truth, you guys wouldn't want to go outside anymore. I thought it would end the killing game. But instead, this happened. I'm gonna die by Maki's hands. Why do you think this happened? Why do you think Maki tried to kill me? Why do you think the killing game started again?
What?
Why?
Oh, man.
Because the true mastermind instigated it, I'm certain of it. Or it's because you claim to be the mastermind, and you kidnapped Kaito. They made a move without us noticing. Thanks to that, everything's ruined.
Hold on!
So whoever that person is, they also instigated Maki's actions.
I'm disappointed.
They probably tried to eliminate me because I pretended to be the mastermind.
What?
My actions were instigated by the true mastermind? But that can't be. The reason I decided to kill Kokichi was because I remembered the truth from the flashback light.
Could it be...
Maybe making you remember the truth was what the mastermind wanted. Maybe the true mastermind had us use the flashback lights, so we would target Kokichi as a remnant of despair.
Which means...
So the light itself was the mastermind's trap. They expected us to target Kokichi once we remembered he was a remnant.
Okay,
Kokichi certainly expected it. That's why he talked about the true mastermind. But even so, this is all rather convenient for the true mastermind. The person claiming to be the mastermind just so happened to be a remnant of despair? We're all students of Hope's Peak Academy, and our fates are tied to the remnants. I never would have imagined that fate would bring us to Kokichi's murder. It just plays too nicely for the true mastermind. I didn't know about the flashback light. Guess that's another mystery for you.
I mean,
Anyway, like I was saying,
you know...
then who is the mastermind? Who knows? I don't know either. But it doesn't matter. We can't lose. This game's pointless unless you win. That's why I thought of a special plan. When I'm on the verge of losing, my plan will help me win.
Huh?
I don't really get it, but is this the plan to throw off the mastermind? Well, it's not that difficult. Kaito, I need you. To kill me.
What? I mean...
The plan was to make a case where the victim was unknown, and then trick Monokuma into thinking I was the victim so he'd mess up. If he'd ruled that either Maki or Kokichi were the Blackened, then I'd show myself and Monokuma's ruling would be invalid. And if Monokuma's ruling was invalid, the killing game would end.
but...
That's what I'm most curious about. What makes you think it would end?
That's right.
I asked Kokichi about that myself. Why would Monokuma care? And this is what he said.
Well, you know.
Even if it's Monokuma or the true mastermind, they can't break the rules as they please. Being unfair like that isn't allowed.
Hold up.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Death games are meant to be watched. If no one was watching, there'd be no reason to be such a stickler about the rules. There would be no point in making this a game in the first place.
But
Monokuma's been a stickler about the rules and about making the game interesting. That's why he agreed to my plan in the virtual world.
which means
Monokuma is aware that someone's watching us. In which case, I have no doubt that this death game is being shown to someone.
What did you say?
So this is some kind of show? But who'd be watching? We're the only people left alive, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's right. The light's the reason we even remember that.
Nah.
But Kokichi might have been right. Why have a death game if no one's watching? I wasn't sure about it at first, but after this class trial, there's no doubt.
Listen up.
Monokuma can't do whatever he wants. He's bound by the rules of the game. That's why he couldn't afford to get the culprit wrong, why he relied on Shuichi.
Yeah.
It's just like Kokichi said, if this game's rules matter so much, someone's watching. A death game is made to be watched. If that's true, then who? Who is watching?
Hey.
What's this all about, Monokuma? Is this game really a show? Who can say? Why won't you tell us? We were friends during the trial.
You guys.
Honestly, I was just happy you guys cooperated with me.
Well,
Humans love to help. They jump at any opportunity to extend a helping hand.
Well then.
Then here's another question. Who are you really if Kokichi, a remnant of despair, is not the mastermind?
Incomprehensible.
Then who's the true mastermind? Is it another remnant?
ahem.
I'm not gonna spill the beans on a perfect to-be-continued cliffhanger. You are just too cute.
What?
Really?
Hey,
I understand Kokichi's plan, but why'd you agree to work with him, Kaito? Why'd you agree to kill him? Because he saved your life? You should have just ignored him. He's better off dead anyway.
Nah.
It was kinda hard to ignore such an annoying guy.
Jeez.
I wonder how far ahead he planned this evil scheme of his.
What?
But killing you?
Don't screw around.
What are you talking about? You want me to kill you? I figured you'd react like that. But are you sure you're okay with that? Because if this poison kills me, then Maki would become the Blackened. And her crime would be exposed so easily. If that happened, then Maki and I would have died for no reason, right? Which is just what the mastermind expects.
What?
That's playing dirty. So that's why you gave me the antidote. I am the ultimate supreme leader. There are no depths I won't sink to. Even if I have to sacrifice myself. This is our chance to end the killing game.
ruin this.
That's
killing
why you
game.
have to kill me, so we can win and ruin this killing game. We'll bring the true mastermind and everyone who's watching. We'll bring them down. Then everyone who died can rest in peace. Ah, crap, I'm gonna die soon. Can we get this started already?
Damn.
You're seriously crazy, dude. But you know,
At least
I wasn't boring, right?
boring, right?
that punk.
Then he blackmailed you by using me.
Nah.
No, I agreed to his plan once I heard the words ruin this killing game.
Jeez.
He was crazy, but that let him come up with some crazy plans. And we needed a crazy plan in order to stand a chance against Monokuma. I bet on that chance. I didn't have any other choice.
Damn it.
Because I'm out of time.
What?
Could it be?
You mean your health?
What are you talking about?
But you said you were fine. You told me not to worry about it anymore.
My bad.
That was a lie?
Huh?
A lie? Yeah, it's pretty bad. Honestly, I'm at my limit just talking. It can't be.
But you know,
But I gotta wonder how this happened. I don't remember at all. In my memories, I was fine during the medical exam for my training. If he was fine during the exam, then that means
Could it be?
this might be the virus.
what?
If I remember correctly,
One of the plagues that caused our planet to crumble. A virus carried by meteorites that spread across the globe. Hope's Peak Academy, along with the rest of the planet, was in danger of extinction. Even though we had come so far and triumphed over so much despair, we were almost wiped out at an instant.
Could it be...
This must have something to do with the virus. Kaito didn't use the light, so he might not remember it. But weren't we supposed to be immune? We were selected because we didn't.
Well,
Perhaps the virus was dormant when you were selected for the Gopher Project.
to tell you the truth.
You could have been infected the whole time, showing no symptoms until very recently.
What did you say?
Kaito's infected with the virus? But how could that be?
Jeez.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I guess I'm pretty screwed, huh? Well, I knew this was coming. That's why I agreed to Kokichi's plan.
But you know...
When I found out about the plan, I thought it was pretty awesome.
Hey, so...
Kokichi left me with the whole outline of it. I freaked out when I read it. It was a pretty good plan. I thought we might be able to trick Monokuma. But I knew Shuichi'd see right through it in the end.
Well done.
And that's exactly how it went. Nice job, Shuichi. You're really something.
Well then,
Kaito, did you?
That's right.
I knew you guys would figure everything out.
Got it.
That's why I was able to get on board with Kokichi and lie to you like that. Even if I messed up, during the trial I knew Shuichi'd see the truth.
That's my sidekick.
Just what I'd expect from my sidekick.
Why?
If you knew I'd see through it, why?
Then...
If you knew it was pointless from the start, then you shouldn't have gone that far.
Nah.
It wasn't pointless. It ended up being a huge success.
What's that mean?
I mean...
Because of this plan and Kokichi pretending to be the mastermind, we got closer to the true mastermind's lair. Behind the truth has gotta be a hint that leads to the real truth.
Yeah.
No doubt. That's why Kokichi gave his life.
but
You talk as if he was your partner when you hated him so strongly before.
What?
Oh, I hate his guts. I'm still pissed off at him. He made us go through so much crap. To the end, no. Even beyond that. He was a lying sack of shit.
Hey,
It's getting harder to breathe, so please, can you?
Hey, so...
Can I ask one thing? You want to ruin this game, but you kept saying how fun it was. That was a lie, obviously. How could a game that you're forced to play be fun? I had to think this game was fun to survive. I had to lie to myself. The bastards who created this game to toy with our lives and the shit's enjoying it. They all piss me off.
shit!
That's why I'm willing to do whatever it takes to end this game. Kokichi said that? That could have been a lie too. He probably just said it so I'd cooperate. Was it really? I think his dying words may have been the honest truth.
It's a lie!
It's definitely a lie. He's not the type to shed real tears.
But...
I wonder which one it is. A lie or the truth? Even now at the very end, I don't really understand Kokichi. But maybe that's what lying's all about. The truth is in the eye of the beholder, huh? Kokichi was the very embodiment of a lie. That pretty much wraps up my explanation. Now, finally. I need to apologize to Shuichi.
Huh?
Me?
I mean...
To be honest, I was jealous of you.
Huh?
That's right.
Because you were always saving us, you know? Your detective skills kept us alive. You were just way too cool, and I got frustrated.
My bad.
So that's why I was so harsh on you.
That's wrong.
No, Kaito, that's not true.
Hey,
I was only so confident because you were there for me. When you made me your sidekick, you said that you'd take the responsibility. And that's why I can do all this. If you didn't talk to me back then, even now I'd be... Oh, don't spread it, man.
Kaito!
Isn't it supposed to be highly contagious? Are you okay? How could I be okay? I'm about to die.
Okay!
You sure are, bucko, 'cause it's punishment time. I won't let you.
I won't let you kill him.
You planning to get in my way? You know what'll happen if you do that, don't you?
So what?
I don't care what happens. I plan to kill you anyway from the start.
indeed.
I've been determined to fight back for a while now.
Cut it out.
Stop.
Kaito.
I can't let you die, Kaito.
That's it.
I don't care if you're sick. I don't care if you're dying. I won't let Monokuma touch you.
What was that?
Hey, hey!
Just thinking about life and how irreplaceable it is. Know what I mean?
Huh?
When a life ends, those closest to it mourn. But if you could somehow recycle that life, then those closest to it wouldn't need to mourn anymore, right?
That's nice.
If we could recycle life, the world would be filled with hope. That's my point.
Hey!
What are you talking?
Hey!
All right, kids, time for your grand re-entrance. Impossible. Impossible that they're back. I don't believe it. Oh. The Mono Cubs.
We are the Mono Cubs!
Huh?
I'm Monotaro. No matter how you read it or spell it or say it, it's still Monotaro. That's totally a lie.
By the way,
What the hell's going on? I could have swore there was more of you chumps before.
Hell yeah!
Fuck it if I know. Let's destroy Monodom now. This sad sack is bumming me the fuck out.
What did you say?
Weren't all the Mono Cubs destroyed?
Hey,
Those old Mono Cubs were destroyed. These are the latest model. They still got their factory settings, so in a way it's like they're brand new characters.
thank you so
But who cares? Now that my cubs are back, I'm not lonely and miserable anymore.
What was that?
You brought them back on a whim like that?
You guys.
You guys are just as replaceable, maybe not as replaceable as the Mono Cubs. But finding other people to participate in this killing game is easier than you might think.
oh well.
I got no idea what's going on or what any of this means, but that's right.
Hell yeah!
We're so fucking lovable and shit, except Monodam, of course.
Hey!
Do you know what else this means?
Shing!
Now that the Cubs are back, I got my Exisol entourage protecting me again. Still wanted to find me now. This is bad. If he's got the Exisols again.
Shut up.
So what?
I won't let you kill him.
It doesn't matter. I won't let you kill Kaito. Even if you fight the Exisols, you'll just get killed, damn it. The remote control and the last electro bomb were crushed in the press.
No.
Maki, enough. I've never felt this way before. I've always fought to kill, but this is the first time I fought to protect someone. And I've never been given a nickname like Maki Roll before either.
What?
And I've never met someone as stubborn as you before.
What?
No. I won't let you kill him.
My bad.
That's not an option. I don't have as much time left as you think. I'm fighting just to stay standing.
Hey, so
I asked you before, what's your enemy? Before, you hated yourself so much, you didn't even like yourself a little. And wasn't that the reason you tried to distance yourself from others?
that's right.
You decided that you didn't deserve to have friends, didn't you? That was your enemy.
Don't worry about it.
But not anymore, huh? You're all right now. You fell for a guy like me. Now you can learn to like yourself.
Come on, man.
Don't cry. Can't you send me off with one last smile?
I believe in you.
You guys too. I'm not gonna allow any tears. Send me off with a bang.
Okay.
All right, Kaito. I won't cry.
I'll endure it.
Me too. I'm gonna hold it in. I'll endure it. I can't cry even if I wanted to. Sorry about the wait, Monokuma. You can go ahead and start now.
Okay.
Can do.
Dong dong dong.
Oh boy, my first punishment time. I've never seen one before.
Hey,
But let me just say this to the true mastermind controlling Monokuma.
get ready.
You better get ready. My friends aren't gonna lose to you. That's all.
Please.
I'll leave the rest to you guys. End this ridiculous killing game.
Please do not worry.
We'll end it, so don't worry.
Shuichi.
And Shuichi, never forget you're not alone. You have friends. Don't try to do everything by yourself, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The impossible is possible.
Don't forget. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so.
Okay.
Thanks, Kaito.
Maki roll.
How long are you gonna cry? You should smile.
Sorry.
I can't. That's impossible. Of course. My bad for making you cry.
All right.
Let's end this with a bang. Well,
Kaito Momota.
Don't say it like-
Luminary of the stars.
don't go, all right. My execution, all right.
Okay.
You don't gotta tell me. I'm excited to get this started.
Get ready.
Well, screw you. I'm not gonna die the way you want.
It's punishment time.
I see. I thought they were about to copy the first one. I'm sure we all thought that. Oh, okay. That actually worked out really well for him, because all he wanted to do before he died was go to space. Also, well, it's been almost 50 minutes, so I'm gonna end this video here that the execution's over. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!